It's that time of the year again, folks. The birds are chirping, the sun is out, the weather is warm. It's time to get spring cleaning. Repping a lovely coral lip in the spirit of it all, and let's not make this intro too long and get straight into the video on tips on spring cleaning. So throughout winter, your bedroom and your home can build up a lot of dust and a lot of dust mites and a lot of spiders and webs and just, you know, stuff maybe you don't want in your house. I don't know about you, but I don't want that stuff in my house or in my bed or in my room. So basically, spring cleaning is a really great idea to do once the weather starts getting warmer, to get all the crap out of your house and out of your life and refresh for the warmer months. So tip number one is to dust. Now I think this one's a bit of a given, but we want to take it next level. So I mean, pull the books out of your shelf and dust that shelf. Dust on top of the curtains, dust on top of your wardrobe, dust on top of the door frames and on the skirt boards, and dust your light bulbs and just get rid of all the dust that is everywhere. Number two, again, is quite self-explanatory, but getting rid of the cobwebs. You might notice in the corners of your rooms there may be a buildup of webs, as well as sometimes from like door frame to door frame, and you know, inside your curtains, in your window frame, under your bed. They can be in the gaps between furniture. So really do a thorough de-webbing. I like to use one of those round spiky brushes that's on a long pole, so you can kind of scrape it but it doesn't scratch the paint off the walls, and it all gets stuck and trapped in there. But you could just use a regular duster or even a paper towel, whatever you have will work. But nobody wants a spider crawling in their mouth, in their ears, in their nose, laying eggs and shit up in their brain. I'm not afraid of spiders, but I can tell you I don't want any of that happening. And apparently we swallow like 10 spiders in our sleep, and like I would kind of like to reduce that statistic. Yeah. So the next one is vacuuming. And again, we want to take this to another level. So vacuum like the inside of the floor of your wardrobe and underneath your desk and underneath your bed and underneath any kind of furniture that you may have, and also getting the end part of the vacuumer, so you just have like the tube, and vacuuming along your skirt boards and in the sort of nooks and crannies, and just trying to get rid of all of the dust and crap and whatever's on the floor in your carpet. If you don't have carpet, then you gotta get a mop or a broom or something and just get that floor nice and clean, because 'tis the season to be wearing no shoes, and we don't want to be having like dirty black feet by the end of the day because you have a dirty floor. I'm sorry if this thing is like shifting focus. I don't have lights yet, and I'm just working with a different kind of setup today just to see how it works, but I can tell that it's kind of shifting a little bit in focus, so I'm really sorry if that's annoying you. There's nothing I can do about it until I have enough money to get lights. Number four, this is cleaning out your drawers and your shelves. So over time things will build up. You will collect things like magazines or books or you know, old makeup or skincare products or hair care products, or just anything that you no longer use. So pull out each drawer and each thing in your shelf and any boxes that you have and go through it and get rid of the stuff you don't need and make room for more stuff, or just keep it minimal and keep it looking nice and fresh and clean and not too cluttered. And I think we have a habit of hanging on to things because we have some sort of sentimental value to it. However, I'm living proof that sentimental things don't always stay sentimental. I have got like 4 boxes full of like sentimental memory stuff, and I've actually gone through all 4 of those boxes, and I do it usually maybe like once a year, maybe once every 2 years, and I go through it and I get rid of the stuff that no longer serves me purpose or means anything to me. Sometimes you have to be a little bit savage. So number 5 is cleaning under your bed. So not everyone will keep stuff under their bed, I'm aware of that, but I know most people do. I store a few things under my bed, and it used to be a lot of things, and now it's only a few things because I pulled everything out. It was all covered in dust. There was a lot of stuff like bags that I no longer use, or things that were broken, or my dad's old shoes, just stuff that I didn't need, even like old high school assignments that I don't know why I bothered to hang on to. There were a few things that I did keep, and I've put them into small sections so each thing has its place under my bed, and they're easy to access, but definitely clean out, even if it is just the dust and the random bits of whatever's fallen under your bed, just clean it out and get rid of it. So number 6, funny story, but my great-grandpa, who's no longer with us, bless his soul, but he used to be a mattress specialist in David Jones for like 50 years, or maybe it was Maya, one of the two. It's something that's always been really heavily drilled into our family, to top and tail your mattress. Now he suggested that you do it seasonally, so every 3 months as the seasons change, you top and tail your mattress. So you're not only flipping it over so that it's on its other side, but you're also flipping the ends around, so where your head was is now at your feet and it's flipped over. And this just helps maintain the springs in your mattress, helps your mattress last longer essentially. And when you do top and tail your mattress, what you should do is get a vacuum cleaner and just vacuum the top that you're going to be lying on, and you can vacuum both sides if you so choose to do. Dust mites can basically build up in your mattress, and even bed bugs if you're not too careful. So vacuuming it every time you top and tail it gets rid of all the dead skin, all the dust and all the other stuff, and helps keep your mattress in good condition, and it will last a lot longer. Unless of course you have a pillow top mattress, then just twist it round, you know, every 3 months, and it will just help manage the weight distribution on the mattress. So number 7, this one is something that I have actually never done before until this year, and it's something that I read in a magazine and I was like, oh my god, why do I not do this every year? But basically, you should always air out your pillows and your, you know, doona, duvet, whatever you call it, your quilt, whatever you use on your bed, air it out. So on a nice sunny day, go and hang it outside on your clothesline or just over something. Hang it outside for at least 3 to 4 hours. And basically what it does is it kills any of the dust mites that are living inside your pillows or inside your bedding, and also gets rid of any mildew buildup. I know that sounds really gross, but it's a thing. So number 8, this one is something that will really make a huge difference, and you probably wouldn't even think that it would. Cleaning your mirrors and your windows. So it just helps let all of the light in and bounce off of, and you know, it's amazing how much of a difference clean glass can make. Like cleaning like you might not even realize that you have all this dirt and dust and rain and cobweb and whatever else built up on the outside of your windows, even like under the flywire. Like pull the flywire off and like hose that down, and then clean the windows properly inside and outside. And same thing with your windows, with your showers, with any sort of clear or reflective glass. If you have like a backsplash in your kitchen, cleaning that as well. Like you would be so surprised at how much of a difference it really makes to your home and to your bedroom, and it just lets so much more light in, just makes the place feel so much more fresh and new and clean, and it's so awesome. So number 9 is something that I have discussed briefly in other videos, but cleaning out your wardrobe. It's the start of a new season. Get rid of all the stuff that you haven't worn in the last 12 months. If you didn't wear it, you know, this winter, get rid of it. You know, if you've got a few things you didn't wear last summer, but you think you maybe might wear it again, maybe hang on to it, and if it doesn't last you throughout this spring and summer season, then it's time to get rid of it. Make way for new things, or just cut down the amount of stuff that you have altogether. You don't need it. Half the time we have all this stuff that builds up in our wardrobes that we don't wear. Like, we wear it once and then it just sits there and you think, oh, I really like it and I want to wear it again, but you won't find a time to wear things like that again. So try and get rid of all the useless stuff that's not going to last you and that doesn't serve you a purpose anymore. And then really try to, from now on, purchase pieces that you know will be timeless and that you will get your money's worth out of, that you will wear to death, that will go with so many other pieces in your wardrobe. And also trying to buy things from ethically sourced, fair trade places. Like this little play suit that I'm wearing at the moment is actually just a hand-me-down from my younger sister who didn't want it anymore. So if your friends are getting rid of clothes, like, go through their things, and if there's anything that you really love or that you think you could turn into something that you would really love, then definitely do that, but go through your stuff first. And then you and your friends could all go through your stuff together and then bring it all together and have a big, like, swapping party before you donate the rest. Also, organizing your wardrobe. So I'll just show you quickly. At the end of last year, I basically swapped out all of my coat hangers and I got these ones. So these are black felt, velvety type coat hangers. And so basically whatever's on here never slips off because of the velvet, and they're really thin, so they don't take up too much space in the wardrobe, so you can actually fit more in there, and it just makes everything look really organized and really creates uniformity. I can't think of the word that I'm trying to say, but you get what I mean. Makes everything look the same and just neater and more organized. And if you're just as crazy as me, then you might even color coordinate your wardrobe as well as categorize your wardrobe, but I don't expect you to do that. Finally, number 10. This is one of the most simple things that I'm sure most of you probably do anyway, but open up your windows. Let them all, like the whole house, just open every window up and let all that fresh air in and let all the dust and the crap out. All that fresh air will be so amazing for you, and maybe if you get really bad hay fever, it may not be a good idea for you unless you have taken some sort of antihistamine. But basically, the house next door to us has this beautiful jasmine tree that flowers every spring, and we have big windows which face out onto the jasmine. So every year, it's one of my favorite things to do is to open up the big windows once the weather starts getting warmer, and the wind just blows that jasmine scent right into our living room, and it is just amazing. And it's getting so dark, what the hell is going on? And the last thing I wanted to talk about is basically just being aware of the products that you're using when you're cleaning. I don't think a lot of people are very educated on chemical-based products and how harmful they can actually be to you and your family. So definitely do your research, but if you're looking for a natural-based cleaner or a bit of a DIY, there are plenty of really great recipes, I guess, for making your own cleaners out of apple cider vinegar or bicarb soda or just regular vinegar or whatever, and they actually do a really amazing job, and you're not leaving these harmful chemicals permeate in the air that you're breathing in, and they're not on the surfaces that you're eating off, or etc, etc. So just something to bear in mind, you know, do a little bit of research and you use what works best for you. I know there's some really great brands out there that do some natural cleaning products that are not tested on animals and they're vegan and they're, you know, not ridden with awful chemicals. So definitely go and have a look and shop around for what suits you the best. I figured out what the problem is. So even though it is springtime, there is a really angry cloud outside my window. Basically today there was a forecast for thunderstorms and I think that that is it. So that's why my lighting keeps going crazy. And on that note, I'm gonna go before the storm starts. But I hope that this has inspired you to give your house or your bedroom a big spring clean, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! I can fly.